to meet you. I'm Allie.
Allie, I'm so glad you're here. Why don't you come and have a seat and we'll visit for a little bit.
Okay.
Before we get started, I'll go ahead and introduce myself a little bit more. I'm Maggie Moore. I have a social work degree. I actually have a master's in social work. So I've been doing this for quite some time. Also, I just want to let you know that anything that is said here is completely confidential.
Okay.
I won't talk about it to anybody. The only person that might hear anything you say would be a supervisor in the agency. But other than that, everything is confidential here.
Okay.
All right? So how have things been going? What have you been up to lately?
Well, I've been pretty busy lately. I'm in school right now, and it's almost the end of the semester, so I've got a lot of like projects and tests and stuff like that. Originally, I was working full-time, but I actually just got fired from my job.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so I've been trying to figure that out, and it's hard to start a new job when I have so much to do with school.
Particularly at the end of the semester, you've got finals coming up.
Yeah.
And lots of, I'm sure, papers and assignments that are due.
Yeah, it's been pretty stressful, and my parents are pretty supportive, but they can't really like financially support me to like live here on my own.
So you would say your parents are like emotionally supportive, but not so much financially supportive.
Yeah, they're definitely emotionally supportive. They just can't really afford to pay for me to be at college 2 hours.
College is expensive.
It really is, and I didn't really realize that until I was paying it by myself. But now I don't have a job, so I don't really know.
Mm-hmm. And where did you say you worked?
I was a caregiver through an agency in Murray, and I really loved it. My clients were great, and I didn't do, like, I only got fired because I missed a shift, and but it was like a scheduling mishap. Like, I didn't realize that I missed it, but they have, you know, like the no call, no show, like, rules, so I lost my job.
Well, have you when they like called or contacted you to let you know you lost your job, did you explain to them that it was just a scheduling mishap?
I tried to, but they didn't really like want to hear it. You know, they're more concerned and I mean, I'm concerned about the clients too, but like their biggest issue was that nobody was there to be with the client. And I understand that, but I also haven't gotten in trouble there before or anything.
This was like your first major offense.
Yeah, it was my first infraction ever. So I think they might be a little dramatic about it, making me or firing me, but there's nothing I can really
about
do
every
about
shift. About how many on average would you say clients you would look after? Like what would a typical shift look like for you?
So the maximum amount of clients I've had in one shift would be 3, and I either work 8, 12, or 16-hour shifts. And so I mean it's a long time, and you get to know your clients so well, and I really got close with a few of them, and now like I'm not there.
You're not a part of their life anymore.
Yeah, and I think that's another really hard part about it, because I've built relationships with them, and now it's just like gone.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this: how long has it been since you've been unemployed?
It's just been a few days.
Just a few days. Okay. So things are okay. You know, you still have a little bit of money saved up, maybe?
Yes, I've been saving money since I came up here, so I do have a little bit of breathing room, but I don't need to wait until the end of the semester before I find something else to do.
And like you stated before, it's such a busy time. What with the holidays coming up, and you have so many assignments due and everything. It's a tough time to be looking for a job right now.
Yeah, and with the holidays coming up, like I'm scared if I do get a job, then like I'm not going to be able to go home for Christmas or like go home for Thanksgiving and like be with my family, because that's more important to me, but I also have to be able to pay to live here.
Yes. Well, let me ask you, where is home? Like, where are you from?
I live in Martin, Tennessee. It's about my parents' house is like an hour and 15 minutes from here, so it's not that far, but if I have a new job, I don't want to.
It's an hour and 15 minutes is a pretty long commute if you're wanting to continue working in Murray while being home for the holidays. Because Christmas break it's a long time before you're back in Murray doing classes.
Yeah. It's been, I think I'm also having an issue like trying to figure out like what kind of job I want to get to, because I liked that one so much, but now I almost like kind of resent it because of like how it ended. So I don't really know how to go about getting a new job. This is the first job that I've had, and it was kind of like handed to me, like I didn't have to look for it. So I'm not really sure how to go about.
What do you mean when you say handed to you? Was it like a friend of a friend just said, hey, hire this girl, or?
It was one of my roommates worked there, and she knew that I needed a job, and so she talked to her supervisor, and then they called me and asked me to come in for an interview. But I got the job that same day.
Oh, that's exciting. And also it's great, it gives you great interview practice as well.
Right.
And so you said you're not really sure where you want to work next or what you're looking into, but you enjoyed caregiving. You know, you enjoyed your clients and you enjoyed the experience you gained through that. What are you majoring in?
I'm a vet tech major.
Okay, so you want to work as, are you wanting to go to like veterinarian school?
That's the overall plan. I think the reason I liked the caregiving so much is because I like to take care of things, but I just have a really big heart for animals, and like I have a dog myself, and he's my child. But also with me like not having a job, the financial burden of having an animal is like even more, because I can barely afford to take care of myself, and now I have like something else that I have to, you know, like vet bills and food and toys and everything. So it's just kind of been a lot.
And it all falls on you at the end of the day, and what you can bring in to support yourself, as well as not just supporting your life here, but also your education, which is clearly important to you.
Yes.
You know, that school, it's competitive and it's hard work. So that really just highlights your dedication and your passion to, you know, furthering your education and doing great things. So that's absolutely awesome. So you're trying to figure out, you know, you need to get a new job. You're not really sure what. And I'm not sure, would you want to do caregiving again, or are you thinking of, I've done that, might as well try something new?
I'm kind of thinking that I want to do something more related to my major, just so that whenever I do graduate, you know, I can put on a resume that I've worked with, like if I work at like a kennel or something, like I can like have that on an application that says that I have experience with something pertaining to my field.
Well, let me ask you, what year are you in school?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior. Okay, so you're like in your veterinarian program. You know, you're in pretty much all the courses you're taking pertain to your major right now, correct? Are you in a class that's like requiring you to get any observation hours or any experience in the field you're interested in?
I do have one class that we're required to go to the animal hospital on Fridays, but we just observe like the vets during surgery.
So you're kind of thinking the next job you get, you may want to pick one that's closer to what you'll be doing in the near future.
Right.
Yes, because clearly, I mean, while you've enjoyed caregiving, your real love is with animals and helping them. So have you done any research at all about what open spots or open careers or jobs there might be in Murray pertaining to that? Like, have you looked at any vet hospitals in town, or any kennels, or like the Humane Society?
I talked to a lady at the Humane Society, it was yesterday, just kind of wondering, because I know they do like a lot of volunteer stuff, but I didn't know really if they like gave people jobs, you know. And she said that they weren't hiring right now, but that they might be in the fall. But that means I would be without a job from now until August.
That's way too long.
Yeah,
yes.
I
Even
can't
though you
afford
might enjoy
that.
the Humane Society work.
Right.
Okay. Well, you have great experience. Did you have any past jobs previous to your caregiving job? Like when back home, did you have any other jobs?
I babysat some, and then I worked in a restaurant for like a couple of months before I moved to Murray. And I wouldn't mind working in a restaurant again, especially like on the weekends, because you get pretty good tips like on the weekends. So I really wouldn't mind doing that again. But if I had the chance to do something more with my like what I want to do whenever I graduate, then I'd rather do that. But if it comes down to it, then I mean I can get another restaurant job.
That's kind of like a backup plan, you know. It's not your dream, but if if you just reach a point where you really need a job, there are so many local restaurants in Murray that are always hiring and just going through personnel changes. Well, I can tell you this, I have a friend actually whose daughter is in the veterinarian program, and she's the same age as you, a junior, and she actually works part-time for a veterinarian.
Okay.
She works as his assistant, and while a lot of her work is hands-on, she's not really like assisting with any major surgeries or any major veterinarian procedures, but she gets to do a lot of checkups with the animals. Occasionally she works in reception, welcoming clients in, things like that. And I do know we have several veterinarian hospitals here in Murray that could be looking for work. So that's one of the things I can look up and get some numbers and some people who we can contact if that's something you're interested in.
Okay, yeah, that would be good. I just I'm just worried about it because I have to, pay rent and pay my car insurance and take care of my dog, and then
you don't want your grades to slack at all. You want to keep your grades high so you're still excelling in all of your courses.
Yeah, and the veterinary program is really competitive, so me having a good GPA is kind of like vital to me.
Yes.
So
yes,
I also have to worry
well,
about that.
let me ask you, what are you involved in on campus outside of your major? You're busy with your major, your dog, your apartment, and you want to have another job, but what else could be asking for your time?
I'm also in a sorority on campus, and I really love it. I've made a lot of really great friends through it. It's honestly not something that I want to give up, but if I don't have any luck finding a new job, that's probably going to have to be the first thing that I get rid of. But my concern with that is if I quit that, then I'm not going to really have a support system here.
Because with your family far away, your sorority they're kind of like your family away from you.
Yeah, they are. I mean, if I had a bad day or something, there's always somebody I can call. But if I'm not a member anymore, I'm not really involved with what they're doing.
Yes,
so.
it takes you apart from the group that you've been so involved in. Yes. Okay. Well, and I think also if you'd like, we can make a list of some of the things you're wanting to keep for yourself. We're gonna almost create maybe like a budget. We want to just make a list of priorities that you want to make sure you have the income to support. So your dog, clearly he's the thing most important to you, your own little person to come home to, really.
Oh yeah.
And also your sorority. Being that far away from your home, I certainly don't want you to ever have to give up a support system that strong. I understand how that could be just stressful, and clearly you don't want to do that because I mean, if you're a junior, you've been with this group of girls for a couple years, and you're just really involved in the success of that organization. Are there any other student organizations you do? Any clubs?
Not really. I volunteer with a special needs lady sometimes. She was a member of the Best Buddies that was through Murray, but she isn't a part of it anymore. But I still go and hang out with her probably once or twice every couple of weeks. I'll just pop in and we'll go get ice cream, or we'll go eat, or I'll take her to a movie, or just if it's pretty, sometimes we go walk at the Arboretum, just stuff like that.
So just to clarify, you were a Best Buddy in the past, but you aren't one currently.
Yes.
But you still keep that relationship.
Yes.
Okay,
We're
still
awesome. She's incredible. We've known each other for pretty much the whole 3 years that I've been here, and I really value that relationship. So I also don't really want to have to give that up, which that's not a huge time commitment because it's kind of
when your schedules mesh perfectly.
Yeah, it's not every Monday I have to be here at this time and pick her up. It's just kind of, if I'm free on a Saturday, then I'll just go over there and see her. But I definitely don't want to have to give that up. So
when we're thinking about the job you're going to want in the future, are you thinking part-time? Is that kind of your goal?
Yeah, I think full-time would be too stressful
because you have a lot of classes. Are you taking 12 or 15 hours?
I'm actually taking 19 hours.
Wow, so you're extra busy with your classes. Trying to graduate early, maybe?
Yes.
Okay, so we are looking for something part-time, but maybe when your schedule allows it, you could take on some extra hours on the weekends if that worked for you.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you're interested in potentially doing restaurant work again. Clearly it's not your first choice, but hey, it's great that you already know in your mind, if I can't find exactly what I want, I have a backup plan, just something else to fall back on, and then maybe after Christmas break and that spring semester, you could find something else you're really passionate about.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with the time you put into your caregiving job, and I'm so sorry that that did not work out the way that you hoped it would, and you know, those were important relationships to you. So I think now we kind of have a good idea of the goals you want out of this. We know you don't want to lose a lot of things. There are several things here that make your life in Murray really special. So if you'd like, would you like to maybe meet again in a week or 2 weeks?
Let's make it 2 weeks so that I kind of have some time to
Because if you don't mind, I'll give you just a little bit of homework over that 2 weeks.
Okay.
I want you to try and get as much information as you can about potential work as a veterinary assistant.
Okay.
I think just from what you described to me, you're clearly so passionate about your major and your field. So why not just pursue it? You have a good backup plan, and you're gonna have a good plan of the budgetary stuff you wanna keep your main focus. Go ahead and pursue something that's kind of your dream job that'll give you great experience in your field.
Okay. Okay, so, and then we'll meet in 2 weeks again.
Yes, and absolutely. And I'll make sure you have my contact information.
Okay.
So if something comes up where you think, ooh, I need to just stop in and visit Maggie before our original date, you can contact me. We'll find a time that works for both of us, and we can go over and kind of update your plan and get some new ideas.
Okay, well that sounds great.
I'm so glad you came in today.
Me too. It was nice to meet you.
It was so nice to meet you, and I really think we're gonna get this little bump in the road. We're gonna get everything settled for you before Christmas break.
Okay, well thank you so much.
Oh, well, thank you.